Classic Rock 102, The Bear, the Queen here, and Jack Blade's on the phone with us, and this is the 5 o'clock hour, of course. Hi, Jack.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm here with the Queen. I love it. What do you want to talk? You want to talk about any of my bands? Nightranger, Damn Yankees, Shaw Blades, TMG, or my solo record? Where you lead, I will follow. How about that, Terry?
I tell you what, let's talk about a little bit of history first, and then let's get into this wonderful solo album. And I've got to tell you, I'll tell you here in a minute how much I love this. All right, but yeah, let's get into going back to Damn Yankees and what you're doing right now, Nightranger. I mean, you've got so much going on, and you have had so much going on.
Well, yeah, I mean, this has been my life for the last 35 years. I mean, and that's basically why I made the record and why I called it Rock and Roll Ride, because it's been quite a ride, starting with, Rubicon before Nightranger, and then Nightranger from 1982, and then Damn Yankees, and then back in black with Nightranger.
Oh, I know. It's just
quite a rock and roll ride, sure.
Absolutely. And in fact, Nightranger, you're out there touring right now.
We are. We spent the whole year last year touring with Journey and Foreigner all across the world. Actually, we started our tour in Japan in June and then met up with them in Europe and then toured the rest of the year with Journey until the end of November, all through the States and everything. And now it looks like we're going to start up in May, June again and just keep rocking and rolling with Nightranger.
I love it. And, we were just talking about the fact that Nightranger hasn't been here in quite a while, and that is what my new goal is, to get you here.
That is disgusting that we haven't been there. I mean, you need more rock and roll in Abilene, and I think I know the band to perform it for you. And that's Nightranger. We should bring some of our friends, and we'll put together a huge, big concert right there in the middle of the street, and we'll shut down the street in downtown Abilene, play a big rock concert. What do you think?
I think that would be awesome. People are starved for that kind of thing around here.
I think you need to ask your drive time people if that's what they'd like, and I bet, hey, everybody, if you want that, start honking your horn right now. Let's see how many horns get honked.
I think I can hear them right now. Awesome. You have the power.
There you go.
All right. Well, we know, you've done so much. You can't even cover how much stuff you've done. It's just, you've had such an incredible career. But let me tell you something. This new album, I mean, I watched the video, and I love it. It's very powerful. It makes you sit there and want to watch it.
Well, I made the video, and people can go check it out on YouTube. They just have to go to YouTube and type in Jack Blade's Back in the Game, and that's the first single, the first release off of my Rock and Roll Ride record. And I always wanted to make like a mini movie, and actually it's kind of like a mini war movie, kind of like Saving Private Blades.
Yeah.
And actually, to tell you the truth, that's my son Colin starring in the video. A lot of people don't know that, but that is my son starring in it, and it's all about. I dedicated at the end. I want people to watch it all the way to the end, because the dedication is to all the men and women, all the servicemen and women who have given their last full measure to ensure freedom, for our country, and I think it's something that we all have to remember, what our armed forces have done for us and how they've helped us, and how they've just, how they've helped shape the world, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, I can relate to that. My son is over in Germany right now. He's a first lieutenant with the Army, and so I can definitely relate on all of those levels, with all the military and all the good stuff. I certainly
hope you sent the video to your son. Let him show it to all his friends over there.
Oh, you can bet I'm going to do that, and he will, yeah.
Good.
Definitely. And, some of your lyrics even, I mean, one line, change is where I want to be when I want to be free.
Yeah. That's pretty much, this record has a lot of me inside of it.
Yeah, right.
The lyrics and everything like that, and as you can tell by a lot of even the titles of the songs, like one song's, Don't Give Up and Born for This, and, Back in the Game and Rock and Roll Ride. I'm a pretty positive person, and that's something that this world needs right now. We all need to just, forget about what you're seeing and reading about and hearing about on TV where they say this and this. We got to just dream bigger and be positive and just, go out there and just kick ass like Americans do, you know what I mean? And that's what this record is all about, you know what I mean? It's just like You Can Still Rock in America, baby, from Nightranger, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I do, because it's very inspirational. I mean, there was a friend of mine that he didn't listen to music for a long time, and he just kept getting depressed and depressed. And I said, what's wrong with you? You got to put the music back in your life. And he did. And he started bringing out some of those songs that he used to listen to, and his whole demeanor changed. His whole personality changed.
Well, that's what I mean. I mean, music is a soundtrack, whether we know it or not, and whether we want to admit it or not. Music, certain songs are the soundtracks to our lives. I mean, certain songs, man, I hear certain songs from my old days, and I can taste certain foods from a song that I heard from, that reminded me of back in 1968 when my mother used to cook something or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it does. It takes you back, and that's the beauty of it.
Yeah, music is so important. And you know what else is important is that you have to keep creating, and you have to keep coming up with new things. A lot of people go, oh yeah, you got, why don't you just play the older songs? Why new stuff? Who cares and stuff like that? But you know what? If you stop creating, I don't care if you're an artist, like someone who's painting. I don't care if you're a writer of books like Daniel Silva or something. I don't care what you are. Is when you stop creating, that's when you start shriveling up inside and dying. So everybody's got to just keep creating, and that's what I'm going to do just till the end of my days.
See, and that's the thing, the fact that you are doing that, and I'm telling you, this is a very powerful album, and the fact that you're doing that is giving other people a little bit of hope, maybe, that things are going to go on, that they haven't just stopped and stagnated.
Hey man, never give up on hope, and never give up on dreams, and actually dream bigger dreams. Just think of it this way: what if you knew that anything you did today was not gonna fail? Anything you did today was gonna succeed beyond your wildest dreams.
Yeah.
Do it, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Go into it with that attitude and watch what happens. You know what I mean? That's my credo, and I know a bunch of people are going, yeah, that's easy for him to say, but it is.
Oh, it's so true.
I live, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I absolutely do, because, I mean, you kind of make your own path, and if you're not out there blazing that path, then it just stops.
It's the American spirit.
It really is. And I also love about the video that at the very end you dedicated it to the troops, and I love that. Yeah,
you got to do it, man. We got to give credit where credit's due.
I know that you have spent a lot of time with Ted Nugent, and of course, we play a lot of his music too on here, so.
So, I mean, with a name like The Bear,
right?
I'm surprised he hadn't shot you yet.
I know, and he actually comes around this area quite a bit. He does a lot of hunting and.
Well, yeah, he lives down the road a piece, I think.
Yeah, not too far, but yeah, it's just amazing how many people Texas is tied in with, And
Nuge is great. He's been a dear friend of mine since we started the damn Yankees, and he and I see eye to eye on so much. And he's Ted Nugent, man. He's been the head of the Ted Nugent fan club for 45 years or whatever, and he's a pretty Ted says what he thinks, and I like people that say what they think. I mean, you might not agree with everything every week, but I'd rather be with somebody that says stuff than somebody that never says anything, never accomplishes anything.
That's true. At least you're getting some kind of attention from somewhere,
Yeah, right, exactly.
Well, very cool. This new album now, it's out in stores now, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, you can get it in stores. You can go on Amazon, go to iTunes, download it. Anything, it's all around. So everybody should go out there, check out the video. Like I said, Jack Blade's Back in the Game. Just type that into YouTube and check out the video, and then go and buy the record, and I think you'll be pleasantly surprised.
Well, I'll tell you what, Jack, I'm going to work on getting you to Texas.
There you go. Come on. Abilene, baby, not just Texas.
Abilene, baby, that's right.
That's right.
That's where it's happening, where it needs to be happening. All right, well, very cool. We're going to look for this new CD out. I know all the listeners are going to go out and buy this and or download it.
And remember, everybody start honking your horn right now. Let's see how many horns. I love that.
They're going to get me for, noise pollution.
Right, exactly. Well, it could be worse.
I know, that's all right. If I'm going to get hauled away, it's for something good.
There you go. All right.
All right, Jack. Well, thank you so much for talking
to you.
All right.
See you. Bye.